I'm loving it. I love it. I just love, I love, love. Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Carmel, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you all of my thoughts on some new makeup that I've been testing out recently. So I have a mix of stuff from the drugstore, from high-end luxury, some mid-range stuff as well. So I have been testing these thoroughly, and I'll be telling you today whether I think they're worth your money or whether you should skip them. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, then please do keep on watching. So my skin is already prepped. I used the Balm Milky Toner, followed it with my Embryolisse Lip Creme Concentrate, and then I used my Beauty of Joseon SPF. The products that I'm going to be using today, some of them are brand new and some of them are just new to me. So obviously there's been a lot of sales on recently everywhere, not just in the US, but over here in Europe as well. And during the little Sephora sale that we had, I picked up a new brow holding product from the Sephora collection. This is the Fluff and Fix Brow Wax. This retails for about €15 and you get 6ml of product for that. It has quite a long spoolie, doesn't it, actually, in comparison to the ones that I've been using recently. When I got it first, I thought that it really looked very gel-like, but it is waxy. It's waxy and it's really good. It doesn't disturb the product that's on underneath. I mean, it doesn't give extreme lamination or anything like that, and it does claim to, but you know, we have to take into consideration here that I don't have any eyebrows. Now, this does actually give a really strong hold, but the one thing it doesn't do, I find, is it doesn't cling on to every teeny weeny tiny hair like the Essence does, or like my Maybelline Superlock brow glue. That's absolutely amazing as well. Or the NYX. I think they literally find every teeny weeny hair. So I think this is actually a fantastic kind of medium between a brow gel and a very strong brow wax. And you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think the Sephora collection produced some absolutely fantastic products. If you would be interested in seeing a full face of the Sephora collection, let me know, because honestly, a lot of their prices, they are cheaper than Maybelline, cheaper than L'Oreal, for real. So usually I do the eyes first, but I feel okay going in on the complexion first today because I did my skincare ages ago, and also I'm not using an eyeshadow palette on the eyelids today, so we won't get any fallout. So we are going to kick off the complexion with a concealer that I've been testing out. So this isn't a brand new concealer, but it's a concealer that people have honestly recommended to me so many times that I had to get it. And it's this one from Kulfi. This is the main match concealer. So this retails for €30. You only get 5 little mil of product with this, which is teeny weeny. So I picked this up in the shade Coco Crush, and I will say that the shade is absolutely brilliant. So this claims to be a crease-proof, self-setting, hydrating concealer, which has a natural finish and a medium buildable coverage. The brush that I'm going to use today, I actually picked up a couple of new brushes from Morphe. So these are their new dual-ended brushes, and if you've been with me for a little while, you'll know that I did review some of Morphe's brushes not too long ago actually, and I really liked them. These dual-ended brushes, I'm not even joking, they are some of the best brushes I've ever tried, and I don't understand why they feel so different to the original ones. So the one that we're going to use for concealer is the M100, and that is a dual-ended foundation and concealer brush. I will be using the foundation end as well. So that's what it looks like. So on this end, you have the foundation side, and you can use that for all kinds of complexion products. And on this side, you have the concealer brush, and it is slightly angled, which is different to their original concealer brush. That's the original concealer brush. So it's not angled, it's just kind of feathered at the end, and it's a really good brush, but this is really good. Oh my gosh, these brushes, I don't know what they've done with these new brushes, but they feel like luxury brushes, not even kidding you. So I loved these brushes so much that I actually ordered another one, which is supposed to be brilliant for like cream bronzer and blush, and I'm really excited to get it. As I said, I have been testing this out And first of all, I really like how it feels. I think it feels really beautifully creamy, and it really blends out so beautifully. However, I really had the highest of expectations for this concealer, and I've struggled a little bit with it. And I really need to look up close because in the week that I've worn this, I have had a little bit of trouble with it. I've had a little bit of trouble with it. I'm reluctant to say pilling. There's been a little bit of disruption under my eye with it, and I'm not completely sure why. I tend to use the same under eye creams. So my favourites are the Beauty Pie Triple Hyaluronic Acid Serum and also the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. And I don't know whether they are just not working with this concealer because it seems to flake under my eyes, and I'm baffled. I'm a little bit baffled as to what is happening. Now, it's not looking too bad there. So many people said that this was the best concealer on the whole entire planet. And do you know what? I'm sure it absolutely is for some people. Absolutely. And we've had this discussion recently about concealers and how they are so hard. Well, it's just such a hard category to recommend to somebody because everybody's under eyes are so different. It looks really, really dry under my eyes. It hasn't separated, as in it hasn't started to pill or peel under my eyes, which it has done on other days. So that's a bonus. So yeah, we'll take the wins. We will take the wins. I am going to continue to test this. I think it's really important because, as we have learned so many times, products can change depending on how your under eyes are behaving. So I've only tested this in the past week. I personally think there's an ingredient in here that is not agreeing with me, but that's not a Kulfi problem. That's a me problem. Well, my friends, it's another day and it's another complexion balm. We have this one from Laura Mercier. This is the Tinted Blur Balm, and this retails for about €42. I picked this up because so many people have asked me to. They've asked me to pick up this balm and to compare it to the recent balms that I have reviewed. So I have reviewed recently the IT Cosmetics Do It All Sheer Tint Face Balm and the new tinted balm from L'Oreal. I do have a comparison of these two if you want to go and see it. Now, I'll just tell you that these have a good few similarities. However, I don't find that these are similar to this Laura Mercier balm at all, to be honest with you. I think they are completely different formulas. So it claims to give 12 hours of wear, it claims to blur the skin and delivers a smooth veil of coverage. I picked this up in the shade 02. This is another product that contains a lot of skincare ingredients, so a peptide infusion. It has vegan squalene in here as well. So the one major negative of this is the amount of products that you get. So it's only 5 grams of product, which is tiny. My good friend Rhoda over at Paint the Face did review this, and she did prove how little product that you get, because as she was using it, she hit pan after only a few uses. So keep in mind, I have dry skin and my preference is glowy. We're just going to swirl into this. Now, this is, for me, is the biggest challenge. It's warming up the product. I do find it a little bit of a struggle. For me, this is a really dry formula. We'll just start to pop it on. And when I'm putting this on, it's really strange. I've never really used anything like it. I think the colour match is really good. So I feel like I can't really see if it's going on my skin or not, because it just becomes part of my skin. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. I don't find the application super easy, but it's very subtly buildable, isn't it? I mean, you can see there. It doesn't look like I've got really any makeup on. Now, the one thing that I really do like about this is the fact that it's really blurring. Can you see? really blurring. So if you suffer with enlarged pores, if you have oilier skin, I think you'd like this. But honestly, I really do think that anybody with any skin type could wear this. Yeah, I really do. So whether you have oily skin, dry skin, combo skin, whoever, don't avoid this, because I think this is suitable for all skin types, absolutely. This is actually a perfect product. In fact, all of these three are perfect for people who don't like to wear a whole lot of makeup and, you know, just want to even out their skin tone a bit. Again, I really like this. I think it's a fantastic product, and it's very unusual to get a balm that will not emphasize pores or texture. And it's because it's a natural finish. I mean, that does look fairly flawless, doesn't it? And well, yeah, I have hit pan there now, you see? So it doesn't take a lot to hit pan at all. And so I've been using this 5th day. Yeah, this is day 5 of using this, and I've just hit pan. But that's not shocking to me, because as I said, my friend Rhoda hit pan as well. And I think part of it is because you have to warm up the product so much and you have to keep digging in. So honestly, that is an issue. As much as I like this, how long is this really going to last me when I've already hit pan and I can see that there's a big dent gone where I've used it from the middle? That is an issue. It is an issue. So I'm just going to turn it round my brush, and I'm just going to go in around my eyebrows. This is such a good brush. These Morphe brushes are ridiculously amazing. So the positives of this balm: number one, the shade is absolute perfection. Like, it literally just looks like my skin. Number two, there's no tackiness to it, you know, like there is with the other more hydrating glowy balms. No tackiness at all. It literally just dries down immediately. It's extremely blurring and flattering, and I think that looking at my skin, just if you were to glance at my skin or just look at me, you'd think, wow, she's having a really good skin day, because it doesn't look like I've got a lot of makeup on at all. And I think it gives a really nice, I'd say a high light coverage. I wouldn't, no, maybe a medium, actually, maybe a low medium coverage. I've definitely built that up to. And I think the longevity of this is beautiful. So this is a beautiful balm. It really is absolutely gorgeous. But unfortunately, there are negatives that we cannot ignore. So this is not just me being a whiner and moaning about stuff. I've already hit pan 5 days in. You know, that's not acceptable in anybody's world. So, I mean, if you've got bags of money and you don't mind replacing your foundation once every, I'd say, what will that last me now if I used it every day? It's not even going to last me a month, is it, really? So that's the major negative. The second negative is that although it looks really good on my dry skin, and I think it's suitable for all skin types for sure, I don't like the fact that my skin doesn't look as plump as it does with the other balms. It doesn't look as hydrated. Yeah, so look, there are pros and cons. I actually love all 3 of these. I love them all. They all give me something different. So yeah, I guess in summary, it's an absolutely beautiful product, but oh my gosh, it's so expensive. We're going to move on to bronzer now, and I'm so excited to share this one with you because it's been one of my most favourite products that I've tried recently. The Morphe Cheek Thrills Bronze and Tone Duo. So if you are new here, you might not know that I absolutely adore the Morphe Cheek Thrills cream blushes. I absolutely adore these blushes. These are, without a doubt, some of the best cream blushes out there. They're amazing. So when I heard that Morphe were bringing out this bronzer duo, I was thinking, well, I'm not that excited because I've already tried the formula and it just looks the exact same. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. And I did check the ingredients side by side because I was thinking, okay, you're just giving us different shades of the Cheek Thrills in a bronzer form, but actually it's not at all. So I picked this up in the shade Maui Surf, and at the top there you have the cream and at the bottom you have the powder. So I think there are 7 shades to choose from and they retail for about €22. I never know what bronzer shades to get. I never do. I have a light to medium olive skin tone, but in the winter I am literally, I mean, ghostly pale. It's not even funny. I actually look sick in the winter time. Now, when I was looking at Maui Surf, I don't think these look like the swatches at all. I don't know about you if you tried these, but they don't look the same. So for the cream side, I'm going to use the Angie Hot and Flashy BK Beauty brush, the A507, and I'm just going to pop into it. I love that they have this little protector for the creams. I think that's great. I've just loaded my brush up a little bit and I'm just going to tap it in. This is very, very buildable. And yeah, I think it would be a very hard bronzer to mess up, genuinely. I think this is honestly one of the best cream bronzers I've ever tried, genuinely. So as for the finish, I would say that this is a satin finish. So it's not a flat matte, but it's definitely not dewy at all. I think that is stunning. I love it. I genuinely adore it so, so much. You know, there's not that many out there that I have fallen head over heels for. My favourite is the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer, which is everything. This could rival that, honestly. This is a less glowy and dewy version of it, and it has a lot more staying power. I think this looks so natural and so gorgeous. I love it. I love it. So we're going to go in on the other side with the Morphe M160. This is the dual-ended powder brush. So on one side, you've got a fluffy powder brush, and on the other side, you've got a little bit of a smaller powder brush. So good, these brushes. Oh my gosh, Morphe are stealing the show right now. So we're just going to really gently start to blend that out. It's so smooth and it's so beautiful, and the powder is a matte powder. You can see how soft that is. It's really nice and buildable, and the shade is just amazing. I would say it's not neutral. It's very, very subtly warm. So on this side, you've got the cream, and on this side, you have the powder. I love them both. I really genuinely love them both. So I just wanted to show you these just side by side, but I wanted to show you that you can actually go in over the powder with the cream product as well. I don't know if it tells you to do that, but I've been doing it. Yeah, I have. I think it tells you to use the powder over the cream, but we're going to do it the other way, because why not? Yeah, we're not scared around here. Just taking my cream bronzer again, and we're going to go over the powder, and it just looks so good. They look so good layered, whichever way you want to layer them. So that is just the cream on its own, and that is the powder with the cream layered over the top. I love this so much. One of the best bronzers I've ever tried, genuinely. It looks so natural. It's so flattering. I love the powder and the cream. I know, who would have even thought that about me? But I love them both, and they layer beautifully, whichever way you want to wear them. Couldn't recommend this bronzer enough. So if you were a hater of the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer because it was too emollient for you, bit oily, didn't really last, this is amazing. I love it. I do. Can you tell that I love it? I do. I love it. Right, we're going to move on to blush now. And this is a blush that I spoke about in one of my buy or buy videos. And I wasn't sure whether I was going to pick it up, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I had to have it. It's this one from Fenty. This is the Shake and Play Liquid Blush. This retails for €28, and for that you get 9ml of product, which is absolutely massive. It comes in 5 different shades, which is not a lot really, but they're gorgeous shades, honestly. So it claims to be a lightweight liquid blush that has buildable fade-resistant colour and a natural blurred finish that lasts for up to 12 hours. So I picked up the shade Wild Berry Whip. Wild Berry Whip is described as a rose mauve. So you have to shake it. and that loads the sponge with colour. Now, don't make the mistake that I made the first time that I used this, because I went in with 2 dots. Big error, okay? If you want to look like you've got blush blindness, which I do the majority of the time, then go in with 2 dots. But if you want to look not like you have blush blindness, then go in with 1 dot. Let's go in over here first. I'm going to do 1 dot like that. And I'm going to use a BK Beauty 109 brush to blend this out. Now remember, it's always best to go in very conservatively, because you can add more, but you can't take it away. So that is just 1 dot. So we're going to go in with just a teeny weeny half dot, okay? I really did make an error the first time that I used this. But it's really pigmented, but also you can see here how it's blending out. It's so blurred. Look at that. I'm so glad I got this. This is one of the best liquid blushes I've ever tried. And you know what? It's very different to the liquid blushes that I usually use and love. Usually I like to use very dewy liquid blushes on my skin, but this is very blurred and natural. Now, I was worried that it would be too matte for me, but it's not at all. I think it just has a lovely natural finish. And I always worry about dotting products onto the skin, because some products will leave the dot behind, but this doesn't. It's so easy to use, and you can see that this shade, if you look at it like this, it looks really scary, but it's not at all. Well, it is when you put 2 dots on. When you go in with 2 dots straight off the bat, yeah, it gets crazy. It does. But look at that. I mean, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I mean, I want to put more on. I do want to put more on, but I'm going to stop myself, because I know how it will end up. Let's just bring it everywhere. Oh, I love this. And you know what? The claims are true. This lasts all day. It literally lasts all day, because it doesn't have that dewy finish, because it's not glowy. It's not going to fade as quick, and I adore this. I love it. And I think I did pick the right shade. So again, that is Wild Berry Whip. Not scary at all. And if you have more olive skin, I think you will really like this. It's very flattering on olive skin. Love it. This and the Morphe can do no wrong for me right now. No wrong at all. I did pick up one of these new eyeshadow sticks from Dior. This is the Diorshow Flash Stick. Now, I only picked up one. Just a twist up pen. And honestly, it just reminds me of the Laura Mercier, of the Bobbi Brown. It's that kind of vibe. Nothing really different to that. So I picked this up in the shade 658, which is Beige Mitzah. It retails for €39. So there are different finishes when it comes to this eyeshadow pen. So you can get a glittery finish. I think there's 3 glittery finishes. There's 1 holographic finish, and there are 3 satin finishes. So Beige Mitzah was the one that, yeah, I thought would be more up my alley than the others. Now, I don't know, it looks kind of neutral there on my hand, but when it's on my eyelids, it's definitely more cool, which, you know, isn't unusual for eyeshadows on me, that they do pull a little bit cooler. So you don't need a brush for this, really. You can blend this out with your fingers or just leave it however you want to apply it. But I'm going to grab a Refa brush. This is the 33. So I haven't done anything to my eyelids, and I think that's why I prefer kind of eyeshadows like this, that it just requires minimal effort. So all I'm going to do is just colour in my eyelid. That's it. Okay, so we're going to just wash it over. These are very easy. And I'm just going to bring it up just slightly, because I've got deep set eyes. I like to bring it up a bit more. Now these are a little bit more user-friendly than, say, liquids, because this doesn't dry down immediately like some liquids can do. So you've got that time to just, take with it. So yeah, it is satin for sure. There are a few little particles knocking around, like kind of specks of glitter in there, but it's not shimmery. I like it, and it just gives such a quick, easy, everyday eye look, honestly. Now, I do know that a lot of people don't like the feeling of colouring in their eyelids, and I completely get that. That's why I think I would prefer, well, I would always choose a liquid or a cream over one of these. Now, this is beautiful. The shade is absolutely gorgeous. It's just perfect for every day. It's just zero effort, really great payoff, will literally last all day, very user friendly, but it's nothing different to any of my other eyeshadow sticks. So if you have one from Bobbi Brown, if you have the ones from Laura Mercier, if you have the ones from L'Oreal, I mean, they're all the same, but this is definitely a very budge proof formula. So yeah, it's going to stay there and it's going to look really nice all day. I really like it. It's not, something that's over exciting me, but I enjoy it. It's really, really nice. So I've got a new mascara from Milani to share with you. This is the highly rated Fan Club Fanning Mascara. I don't really want to put this on. I'm not the biggest fan of this, I'm going to be honest with you, and it's nothing to do really, well, a little bit. It's not really massively to do with the actual finished result. It's getting there. Oh my gosh, it has a troublesome brush. It really does. This retails for €18. So as you can see, it has a curved brush, which I'm not absolutely opposed to. They're not my favorite, but I'm fine with them. But this has the biggest brush ever. I mean, it's literally bigger than my head. I mean, obviously it's not bigger than my head, but it's really big and it's very daunting, and I get it everywhere. So I mean, I'm predicting right now that this mascara is just going to end up all over my eyelids, because that's what happens every single time I put this mascara on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off all the excess, because this is full of product. I mean, full of it. Oh, really? Now, this is actually infused with castor oil and B5, which is, I know, amazing. And it doesn't flake on me. However, I really struggle to apply this. So it says to hold the wand so the inner curve cups your lash line and wiggle from the bottom. I think it's because my eyes are deep set. I think that's why I struggle with it. So I can't do it. I might be such a drama queen. You know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to do the tips of the lashes first. So we're going to look down into my mirror and we're going to wiggle. I can't do it. My eyes are too far back in my head. Okay, I'm really having to concentrate, so I can't even talk to you. So can you just talk amongst yourselves? Oh, guys, no, it's not for me, this. It's not for me. Trying to get this brush wrapped around my lashes is literally like an impossible task. I can't do it. And I told you, every single time I use this, I make the biggest mess ever. So I'm not even going to do any more than that. I'm going to leave my lashes my eyes are going to be very basic today. Yeah, they're just going to be very, very basic because I can't do it. So here's the thing. When I do get it on and I've got through the trauma of the application, it's actually a nice mascara and it definitely lasts all day. But the one thing I have noticed is that I find the formula a little heavy on my lashes. So although I'll get a little bit of lift immediately and just after application, I do find that my curl will drop because it does feel quite heavy on my eyelashes. I mean, I've got more mascara on my actual face and eyelids than I have on my lashes. That is literally the best I'm going to do. I can't do any more than this. I cannot, hand on my heart, recommend this mascara. I think if you are a mascara pro, if you're so good at mascara, and if you don't have deep set eyes like me, then I think you can make it work. It's not for me. Okay? It's not for me. It's not the best mascara ever. If you want a new mascara that is easy, that is going to give you budge-proof lashes, go and get the new Maybelline Sky Tubes. I think that's what it's called. It's amazing. Yeah, look, yeah, proceed with caution if you get this mascara. Honestly, there's much better out there for a lot less. So I don't have any new highlights, so I'm just going to go in with my Lumi Glass because I'm loving this again. This is in the shade Glassy Pearl Eclat. And actually, I'm going to go in with, this is an old Real Techniques brush. People have been asking me where to get this, and I can't see it available for purchase anymore. It's annoying, isn't it? When they just get rid of brushes. I'm just going to pop a bit of this on. Not new. But not everything has to be new, right? Let's get something on the lips. I think it's really hard when you are watching a review of lip products, when people use a lip liner and a lipstick or whatever. I know that people want to see how they look individually on the lips, so that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to show you, first of all, the lip liner on my lips, and I picked up a new lip liner from the Sephora collection. So this is the 8-Hour Colourful Transfer Proof Lip Liner. I got this in the shade 02 Soft Suede, and it's just a regular sharpen up pencil. Sharpen up. It's just a regular pencil. So that's the shade 02 Soft Suede, and these claim to have 8 hours of wear. Now, I'm going to say that I have been wearing this quite a bit. I think I forgot to tell you the price of this. So this retails for about €12, and it's absolutely, honestly, it's worth every penny. I think this is beautiful. The only negative for me is that it doesn't last brilliantly, but it still lasts, if that makes sense. So it actually feels very similar to the new YSL lip liners, but I actually prefer this because it has a slight bit more creaminess to it. It's just slightly cool toned and just, it's just perfection. I love this shade so much. So we are going to go in now with the lipstick that I bought, and I picked up one of the new Morphe Lip Lock lipsticks. It retails for about €16, and I got the shade Court Rose. So this claims to have a double locking system. So it glides on 2 technologies for one lasting look. So it has a clear gloss layer that bonds with high shine impact and a pigment packed colour that stays locked on your lips. It's supposed to leave a colour behind once the gloss has gone. And do you know what? This is actually really, really nice. So it does have a twist up applicator. Now, usually, can you hear it clicking? When you have a clicky twist up applicator like this, usually you can't click them back down, but guess what? You can. I know. Isn't that amazing? So Court Rose is described as a light pink beige. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. Although I thought that some of the colours were quite pretty, there were none there that I really felt like I needed. And also, I wasn't sure whether I would really like the formula, because if something says that it's going to remain glossy on your lips, I find them a little bit tacky. And I'm going to say that this isn't not tacky. So let me get this lip liner off. It really annoys me when I watch reviews. I'm just talking as a consumer, as a viewer, when people show me lip products, but they already have a lip liner on, but the lip liner will change the colour of the overall look. So I want to see them individually. I'm going to say that this colour on its own, I'm not overly enamoured with, but with a lip liner, it's beautiful. So it goes on really beautifully. A little bit of a fragrance to it. It smells vanilla-y. It smells lovely. Okay, so it says to apply and wait 2 minutes before you do anything. So don't purse your lips together, don't rub your lips together, and then it will give you that long-lasting colour. I suppose the colour isn't very prominent, so I don't really get anything super long-lasting. But I do like this. I think it's a nice product. Yeah, I mean, I like it, but it's not my absolute favourite. Okay, it's been a good few minutes now, so I'm just going to take that off. Let's just pat it off. yeah, not much left behind, really. Although, you know, it was a very subtle colour to begin with. Even though I've wiped it off, my lips still feel tacky. But let's combine them and I'll show you the lip liner with the Morphe Lip Lock. I really love that combo. I love it so, so much. Beautiful. So yeah, I didn't really like any of the other shades of the lip locks, which is why I'm not really rushing out to get another, but I do like it. But the lip liner, wowie, love it. I really like that. Do you know, after me saying that the mascara didn't flake, I'm getting quite a bit of flaking. So that is the finished look with all of today's products. I'm not going to use any powder today because I don't think I really need to. The Laura Mercier Balm is very self-setting, and I feel like the Kulfi Concealer is self-setting as well. So I do just want to mention the concealer actually does look really good today. I think I've been a little bit harsh. Look, it's not the most hydrating feeling in the whole world. I really do think my under eyes change on a daily basis. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the Kulfi Concealer because I really don't mind how it looks today. I think there's only one product from today that I'd say you could probably or should probably skip, and it's the Milani Mascara. It's not worth the trauma of application. Trust me, okay? It's just not worth it. Do you know what? Everything else, I mean, I found some really amazing products. I've got 3 absolute top tier favorites from today. The brushes from Morphe, the dual-ended ones. I don't know why they feel so different to the originals, but they feel so premium. They are so soft. I love these. So again, I've ordered another one of the brushes, and then I might order all of the dual-ended ones because they're phenomenal. Honestly, they feel like high-end brushes. And also the Morphe Bronzer. I don't think I could love this any more than what I do. I didn't think it would blow me away. I mean, I really didn't, but it's absolutely fantastic. And the Fenty Blush, one of my absolute favourite blushes, absolutely hands down now. I'm loving it. I love it. I just love, love. Honestly, I do love the Laura Mercier Balm, but I didn't expect to hit pan today. I did not expect that to happen after only 5 uses. So yeah, and I mean, you just have to make that decision for yourself. Is it really worth your money? I don't know. But anyway, I'm really happy with how things turned out today. I really enjoyed doing today's video. Let me know, have you tried any of these products, or are you planning on picking any up? Let me know everything down in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I so appreciate you being here with me. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next video. But until then, take care and bye for now.